There we go.
Welcome to episode number 5 of Life Chat with Kim and Sean.
5.
Hello. Today, we're going to help you get to know us a little bit better. On Life Chat, we provide limitless
pieces
of inspiration. How did we get qualified for this? What made us want to do this? So we're going to tell you a little bit more about us. Kim's going to get us started.
So we realized that, Sean's friends may not know who I am, and my friends may not know who Sean is. So we felt like, you know what? Let's share a little bit of our story. So I want to first tell you that I'm a mom.
She's a really good mom.
Thank you. I have 2 wonderful children. In fact, I was just at Sacred Heart University today to drop off some treats to my son, who is a freshman. And I have a daughter who is almost 16. She's just about ready to get her license, which is a scary thing. Oh my God. And I'm a daughter, and I'm a sister, and I'm also a writer. I've written a book called Split Ends, A Tale of Two Crazy Sisters, and it's about my sister
and super
me.
Great book.
And it's about our life and mental health, and it's about becoming a mental health advocate. I also started in journalism. So I got a journalism degree from Framingham State University in Massachusetts. And then when I came out, I worked in newspapers. And then from there, I went to Congress.
She was in Congress.
I was in Congress. I was not elected to Congress, but I worked as a press secretary in Congress. And then I came back and decided I was going to start a company. And so grew a marketing business for 17 years. And, really achieved a lot. And during that time, I also was very active philanthropically.
She's super active philanthropically. I mean, really just the definition of a giver and giving back for everything she's been given.
And I make you do it too.
Yeah, she does. Actually, she was the reason why I got on my first board. And then I just found it so fulfilling. And it's helped us both find our way to give back, because we both come from very, very humble beginnings. Kim, I want to back up for a minute and talk about why you started the book.
I started the book because I had a sister who died 10 years ago now on Valentine's Day. And I wanted to write a book about what our family went through regarding mental health and mental illness, and share her story so that others could identify or relate to it within their own families, and perhaps seek the help that they need.
And that's such a key element, is seeking the help that we need. So I'm Sean, and Kim has a book, and I have my own brand, Limitless. Keep your vibration high, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut, born and raised. My dad actually, I went away to school for a couple years in Virginia. During that time in Virginia, I got a call from the dean's office that my dad had died by suicide at 19. Mm-hmm. I came home for the funeral, and to talk about the lack of talking about mental health, I came home for the funeral and literally was sent back to live this life that I had no clue how to live. I all of a sudden became this kid on the playground that his dad was never coming back to pick him up. And it probably is cultural, but in the Afro-American culture, we just did not talk about mental health. There's still so much stigma about it. If I could do anything or say anything during the course of this conversation, is don't be afraid to talk about it. We all go through things. It's not the thing that we go through, it's how we handle that thing that we go through. So I have actually been in the healthcare industry for 30 some odd years.
Wow,
I know. I'm 52.
You're old.
I'm 52. She's as old as I am.
But just the same age.
So we're both 52. And the reason why we share that with you, for so long, after I was abandoned on that playground, I avoided life. I was literally stuck there, just wandering around, trying to find ways to attach to someone who was no longer here. I did not write a book, but I have appeared in a book, and the book is Not the Son I Expected by Tim Clausen. It is available on Amazon. Check it out. I reveal pretty passionate reveal about my life as a child and about my relationship with my dad. But where I'm going with this is that at any moment, it's not what has happened to us, is what we choose to do with it. And for so many moments on my journey, I didn't choose to do anything with them. And I actually turned to substance to medicate for it. And I had an addiction. I'm now in recovery, living my best life ever. Again, limitless. We can become anything we want to be if we see the ability to get past it. And sometimes we get so stuck in those situations. So I have made the decision, the conscious decision, to give back. Kim and I love the word legacy because it actually shows those that come behind us that what we are capable of. So Kim, tell us a little bit more about you.
Well, I want to dovetail on something you said. I'm so proud of you with your Limitless brand, because you know this has been a dream for you, and you're finally making it happen. And you're like building a business plan and developing merchandise. And
I have merch. I literally have merch,
and people want it, and because it's a cool brand. You know, we all want to be limitless in this life. You know, and you know, I, you know, like Sean, you know, have gone through the ups and through the downs and through the changes and the transformations. And I don't have any regrets. You know, I can honestly say I've lived my life to the fullest, and I will continue to live my life to the fullest, because we only get one life, right? And we've got to do what we need to do. We got to find our purpose and execute our purpose while we're here.
We get to live every day. We get one death. So live. True. And I love cars. So when I trade in a car, we never trade in that car with a full tank of gas. So when it's your expiration date, do make sure you have lived that tank of gas till its fullest, because and just to talk about, I want to go back to something you said, Kim. First of all, she's incredible. She has inspired me in so many ways. She's written a book. She's reinvented her life as necessary to
a bunch of times.
But you do it to get the happiness and the joy. When we get stuck someplace, do not be in a situation that's not providing you. Our opinion is that if you're in a situation that's not providing you with any joy and happiness, you're stunting your life. You're stunting the life of those around you. So it's not what you do when you fall, because we're all inevitably, we're going to fall or think we failed at some point. It's not what we do or that fall with that fail. It's what we do after it. So with that said, we're wrapping up our session today. Kim, what's your final thought?
My final thought is just love your life, find your passion, follow your purpose, and make it happen. And I know sometimes it feels like a daunting task and impossible, but chunk it out, make it baby steps, and make it real.
And be limitless. See yourself as limitless. Don't be afraid of it. Go for it. Because the only thing that happened, it's either going to turn out the way that we thought it was going to happen, or we're going to learn a lesson. And Kim and I are two very powerful examples of propelling forward and just taking the limits off of our lives. With that is our time today on episode 5 of Life Chat. We love spending time with you. Any comments you have, put them in the comment section. We're happy to get back to you, and we will see you real soon.
See you next week.
Peace out.
Share the love.
Share the love.